Hi there. What I'm going to show you how to do today in Illustrator is how to use the pen tool. Um, this is a great way to trace an object or a picture or drawing that you found or that you have on the internet and you want to change into a vector drawing. So what I've done is I've chosen Spider-Man because he's got some nice lines to look at and trace. I like working close up so I can get some detail. So what I've done is I have placed, so I went into here, file, place, and I placed my photo from my desktop over here. You can see it sitting over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and lock, see this layer over here? I am going to lock that layer so that I cannot move him anywhere. I can't draw on him, that sort of thing, because I'm just using Spider-Man, this picture, as a guide. So I'm going to work in a new layer. You can see it show up over here, just like Photoshop. And I'm just going to call it drawing. Okay, so you can make sure that you're working on that layer when you do it. Now, right now, I have a fill, which I don't want because I'm just going to draw. And I also don't want to use black right now because, as you can see, there's already black here. And it's too hard to see it. So I'm going to choose something. I don't want to use red either. So I'm going to choose something pretty bright right now to show you what I'm working on. And also, I should change it to, we'll see, I'm going to do a 2-point right now just because I like to see something a little bit thicker. Okay, the pen tool or BezierCurve tool is difficult, so be patient with yourself. Do not expect to learn this within 2 seconds. It takes skill. It takes a while to get better at it, and it takes a lot of practice. So be kind to yourself, because honestly, I would say after years of graphic design, this is probably one of the most difficult skills to get hold of. So be patient. This is the way I like to teach beginners how to use this tool. You start by clicking. Okay, so you've got your first node, it's called. Now, once you start using the tool, you're going to feel like it's a little bit out of control. But what I like to do is look ahead to where you want to go. So I would like to make part of a curve here. So I'm looking ahead. I'm not looking back at this node, and I'm not paying attention to that anymore. I'm looking ahead to where I want to go, and I'm going to click and hold and pull. Don't let go of your mouse. And you see how you get control over that curve? Okay. So I'm going to stop. Oh, and I've made this very thick. So I'm thinking a little too thick. So let's go back. I think I will go back to 1 point. Okay. So now you can tell I'm still, even though I went over there, I have this curve. I'm looking ahead again. I'm looking to where I want to create my curve. I am clicking and pull. Click and pull. And look, I can do this. Be careful. This happens a lot. If you spin it around, you can get almost a loop. So just I've clicked and I have pulled and I have let it go. I'm looking ahead to where the next place that I want to go is. See, look. You can almost draw it without actually clicking down. Click and pull. Okay? You'll notice too, if I wanted to stop, like get rid of these handles for a second, you can go back and click on the last node that you created. Now, how I'm moving this is with my space bar. I'm holding the space bar down and I'm moving up with the hand, so you don't need to come over here and move anything. You use your space bar to hold your hand. Okay, now I'm looking ahead. I'm actually going to go up a little bit higher because I want to look ahead. And I'm seeing this is his neck, so I want to go down here somewhere. So I'm going to click and pull. Don't ever let go. If you do let go, if I happen to do this without pulling, see how it gives you kind of a little bit of a bump, or it's not a nice smooth curve, so you just Command Z. If you're on a PC, it would be Control Z. So I'm looking ahead again and I'm pulling without letting go, and see how nice and smooth that is. Okay, now let me finish this part quickly looking ahead, and I'll show you how to finish off a shape. I'm looking ahead and pulling, looking ahead, pulling. See how I do that? And I don't like this curve, but we're going to go back and fix that. And I think I'm going to go right to the end. Now look, you see right there, off, there's no little circle. On, completing the shape, there's a little circle. That's really important to know. I still have to click and pull though, because if I let it go, okay, see that? And look, I'm matching the curve up. Okay, see, look, right there, you can see a little bump. Now what I'm going to do is I am not going to go to the black arrow because that would select the entire shape. I'm going to the white arrow, and I'm going to click on that one node. See how it's selected and none of these are? I am going to adjust that curve and that node until it gets to a point where I am happy with how the shape of it. Now this is where it gets a little complicated. You see how it's changing the shape all the time every time I use it? So you've got to pull these a little bit, and like I said, this is not easy peasy. It's something you got to work at. Now this right here, a lot of the time, if you want something to be, if it's on a straight line, this, see how the handle is right over top of the curve or the line? That straightens it out. Okay, so I'm still using the white. Now what happens if I decided I wanted to add, if I feel like I just haven't, here, let's see, it's Illustrator's changed a little bit. Let's see, here's an anchor point. This here, see what can happen? You can actually create anchors as well with that V. But look, I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is go back to my white arrow again, and I'm going to pull that until I'm happy with it. See, look what happens. You get bumps over here. You just have to be very patient with yourself. This is going to take a while to get used to. Okay, and when you do get it, it's awesome because you can create so many cool things with curves. Okay, there we go. Now if I wanted to fill in my shape, I go back over here, although I'm not ready to do that right now, but if you wanted to, there you go. There's your filled in shape. Okay, and then obviously when you have everything done, all your shapes done, for something like this, what I would do is I would create this as a separate shape, this as a separate shape, put a stroke on it, and then I would do all of these lines on a different layer. So see what happens when you turn your layer off? You can see what's going on, and then if you want to turn this off and see what your drawing looks like, okay? So then, like I said, I would do separate layer for the eyes and these, like all of his, the drawing, the web drawing lines as well. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Just keep thinking ahead, drag and pull. Think ahead, drag and pull. Good luck. Just don't give up.